Okay, we're done with the penguins. I've been working on this for the last couple of days, something like that. I wanted to make an Exodia deck that was just more focused on drawing cards. Exodia flips. Something like this, with the Deslocuda and... But meh. It doesn't really have any... I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but it just gets rolled over too easily. Relying on stuff like level limit is just not the most reliable strategy. However, relying on skill drain, much more reliable. So what we do is, well, we've got the Exodia pieces. And then we have 4 different guys that search as an Exodia piece. And beyond that, well, we draw cards too with the upstarts, plot, charity, obviously. And while we're trying to get those 5 Exodia pieces into the hand, we're just summoning big dudes. This guy's only 14 without skill drain, but with skill drain it's massive. And then the 1900, 1700 skill down magician. So we're just basically trying to play regular old aggro, but also going for Exodia as another win condition. This is why I prefer it over the flips one, because we're going for 2 different win conditions as opposed to only going for Exodia. We can just win by attacking as well. Rest of the deck is kind of predictable. You just see the regular power spells plus 2 upstart. I did have Jar of Greed as well. I was thinking about using Jar of Greed. But I think I just prefer having real trap cards and being able to actually just play Yu-Gi-Oh with your opponent whilst going for the Exodia, whilst just watching them play and hoping you get pretty lucky draws, to some extent at least. Problem this deck poses. In GOAT format, we obviously have Duo. I'm not running Dark Factory or Monster Reincarnation in this build. Just a risk you have to take. The bigger problem, I think, is people either main decking or especially side decking in game 2 trap dust shoots. Which brings me to the side deck. Because I thought you can... Well, I actually asked in some discords and had a look around on the trap cards in here and quick plays and stuff. You can't really counter trap dust shoot. You just have to hope they don't have it. Hope you've got a solemn set first, or whatever. So I thought we can just make ourselves less vulnerable to it by siding out Exodia altogether. Which means siding out these guys as well, and the upstarts maybe. So that explains why we've got all these main deck looking cards in the side deck. This is like a semi-smoke screen. If we're against dust shoots and we want to just solely rely on the skill drain aggro, we side out these guys, the Exodia pieces, and we side in an extra one of those and just some extra skill drain big dudes. And if we're siding in this and this, that means we have a total of 4 legible monsters to use with deck dev, which is a fantastic card against some decks in this format. Aside from that, we've just got Dust Tornadoes because I realized Gravekeepers could be quite an issue. Because if they have Necro Valley up, then a lot of their normal summons are bigger than our normal summons, and they don't care that much about skill drain. So I think that might be one of the worst matchups. But it's fine if they don't have Necro Valley, because then the normal summons are not bigger than ours, and they can't activate Royal Tribute. So we should be able to... I should probably try and... yeah, because there's no MST in here either. Should definitely side Mystical Space Typhoon too. Yeah, see, this is finishing this side deck is something I still need to do. I think we'll just get rid of that third Sakuretsu. The Sakuretsu's there, or was there rather, just for the, well, hard to say mirror match with Exodia in here, but against another just straight aggro player, maybe even another skill drain player. We just want different trap cards that are actually going to do something, and more ways to punish their simple normal summon attack. You know, you want more Sakuretsus against that. Or bottomlesses, or both. I'm trying out bottomless. I'd normally go Sakuretsu widespread drumming. I think bottomless has more use cases. Using it after your opponent does a dimensional fusion or summon BLS, use effect with priority, you can still use your bottomless to get rid of the BLS rather than just having all of your monsters banished one by one. So that's the strat, and then obviously we have the Cyberstein, that's why we see the fusions here. If we're against the Reasoning Gate, open Cyberstein, summon Last Warrior, go to game 3. Yeah, so that's that. I think it's unfortunate that we don't see enough different ways to try and run Exodia, especially in Modern. It's just like stall and draw. If that doesn't work, then you lose. And it's a shame, because Exodia is really cool. So I think running it like this in an actual interactive deck that actually plays Yu-Gi-Oh! You're actually attacking, using effects, and so on. I think it's probably the most fun way to play GOAT format, especially the most fun way to play Exodia, I should say, especially in GOAT format. False Trap. Cannot recommend this card enough if you're running a heavy trap lineup. I did not. I mean, I kind of knew about it, but it had sunk to the deep recesses of my mind until I saw someone else running it. It's just a really nice extra copy of Solemn if you're, you're trying to protect stuff like skill drain on multiple back rows. Throw 1 or 2 in this as well. Of this in is what I'd recommend. Let's see if we can get a game. That's a decent hand. It could be a lot worse. I'm going to start with Skilled Dark Magician because Tsukiyomi doesn't run over it. Got some back row of his own. I wish we had Skill Drain to stop this flip effect going off. Let's see if we can draw into it. Oh, he's typing. I think we don't need 2 of these. I want to keep hold of this for obvious reasons, and out of the spells and traps. I don't discard 2 Gorilla, do I? No, surely not. We'll get rid of those. And set that in the battle phase. Hopefully he's got Morphing Jet. Damn it. That's another card you need to be very, very afraid of if you've got Exodia pieces in your hand, by the way. because it just ruins your day. Discard a Kaiku to get rid of my thing. Is that worth solemning, I wonder? Honestly, we've still got beaters, and having 2 solemn is really nice. Yeah, he can 2 for 1 that, I don't mind. I'm trying to teach myself to be a bit more sparing with the solemn judgments. Let some things go through when you have them. Wait for something more significant. Alright, he's gonna Kaiku, and I think we do solemn that. As much as I'd like him to attack over us. Kaiku is just a card that scares me. And it doesn't seem like he has much left. Now, do we summon the gorilla and risk a mirror force or a torrential, forcing us to use our last solemn? I think yes, honestly. Although, but BLS is live now. And it's obviously playing a deck that runs it, I think. I've never seen a deck with Air Knight that doesn't also have BLS. Yeah, I'm keeping this on. Oh, it's just a scapegoat. That's a pleasant surprise. Use the normal summon now, I guess. Well, there's no torrential to be scared of. He might see that and be like, oh, he was scared of a torrential. That means he doesn't have solemn. Which would be nice for us. A breaker. Now... Oh, I've got Fake Trap to protect the solemn. But I would have to show him the solemn, right? That's how this card works. Yeah. Okay, this is fine. Okay, it's just going to target the Fake Trap anyway. Okay. I was going to try Delinquent Duo, maybe? Oh no, it's Thunder Dragon, okay. That's a very nice draw. Kill 2 of his tokens. Game 1's looking pretty good for us. He just immediately started looking in his graveyard after drawing that card. Is it time for BLS? Is he finally going to grace us with his presence? I don't even think I saw him at BLS. Hold on, 14, 1 down 2. Yeah, I could just snatch steal it. Quick maths. So it's still got the 2 Thunder Dragon, just these 2 cards we're scared of. It's looking in his graveyard again. Oh, here it comes. Now again, I'm not really a... Oh, it's just a Chaos Sorcerer. That's absolutely fine. Yep. We just snatch steal that, and we're good. What have we got here? 39... 15, yeah. So we've got game. Solemn the back row. This is what I was saying, you don't have to go for Exodia to win. It's just as Exodia is intended to be, an alternate win condition. Okay, what was it playing? It was playing some kind of chaosy goat control. I'm tempted to do the smoke screening out the Exodias, because there's a good chance he sides dust shoots here. But I don't really want to deny ourselves the extra win condition unless we see a dust shoot. Is it too late by then? I'd love to hear your thoughts if you're watching this and you're screaming at your monitor what I should do. Put a comment on the video and I'll be sure to read it. We're gonna leave it in. I don't think we need to side much because skill drain already shuts him down pretty hard. The Chaos Sorcerers might be an issue. Maybe we should side in a couple of bottomless. We'll leave it for now. We'll decide before game 3. Definitely will be more entertaining if we manage to get the Exodia. Also, for running what is an essentially 5 normal monsters, I haven't been bricking nearly as much as I was scared of doing. Let's see if our opponent has the Graceful Charity. I always want to side deck Soul Release against Chaos decks, but I think it's just too slow. Just activate it, banish 5 lights from the grave. And there's Dust Shoot. Luckily, though, it's not going to hurt us that bad. He's either going to put back the Exodia piece, which we can end up searching again. Yeah, our hand is still very much playable, no matter which monster he puts back. He's thinking about it. He's probably making notes. A lot of people like to... Really? Okay. A lot of people like to make a list of the cards that are left in your hand. Let's try to not hit a Thunder Dragon. It was maybe better to keep this, the duo. But I'm an impatient man. Wait. He discards Breaker instead of a Thunder Dragon? Huh. Weird. Sadly, you can play around the skill drain now because he's seen it. It's always a nice surprise for people. Oh, hello, that's why you wanted to discard a Breaker. Should have seen that coming, really. Hmm. Game 2 not looking as good. Now that's interesting. Do I attack and risk him having real back row? See, he's probably got Raigeki Break. I'm not going to attack. I'm hoping he uses his effect. We chain Skill Drain, he chains Raigeki Break, we chain Fake Trap. Let's see if it goes as I'm expecting. If you don't know, by the way, Skill Drain puts this guy back up to his original attack. So we've got 2800 attack again. Um, he might be trying to bait us into attacking by switching to defense, but I have... Well, if he's setting that, maybe not. Maybe he's just scared? Yeah, okay, good. You should be scared, mister. Look at this guy's art. He actually has a pretty underwhelming effect for how crazy his art looks. So he doesn't have any real back row, right? Otherwise, he would have saved his Chaos Sorcerer. Although we do not have something to stop a Torrential. Maybe he just... No, he wouldn't have set Tribe if he had Torrential, right? We're just going to attack. Every time I talk myself out of believing that they have Torrential and summon a monster, they have Torrential, so... We're just not going to play into it this time. We're going to let him waste all his monsters. Although, that's very tempting. Get this guy on the field. Yeah, okay. If he has Torrential, he has Torrential. Okay. If you had Ghost to protect yourself, why were you setting all these monsters? What a strange guy. I think we've got him on hard tilt. Do I risk summoning even more? He would have definitely used a Torrential or a Mirror Force by now. Right? Hmm. It's very tempting because we'd have lethal the next turn. I think. It's that 44, 54. Yeah, okay, we might as well go for it. Try and finish the game in the next 2 turns. Brilliant. A lightning vortex. Oh, heavy storm. Fake trap says no. See, that is why you run fake trap. Protect that skill drain. They've got to destroy it twice. Where did he set that from in his hand? Hold on. Let me see if it's a card he already had. Set a card 3 out of 4. So it was from the middle. Drew a card, and he never shuffled his hand. So good chance that's a bluff. Yeah, I'm going for it. Oh, it's another scapegoat. Okay. Yeah, we just leave it there. It's quite uncommon to see 3 monsters on the field at once like this. If he attacks this, I'm letting it go through, I think. That's a bad idea, actually, because we're going to have to get rid of it eventually, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about it. Oh, he's gonna dust shoot again. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I can't see your hand. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention Call of the Haunted and Premature Burial. You could probably put this together yourselves, but I think it's worth noting. They give you extra searches off a Misery and Sangan. So you actually get a total of 6 cards in your deck that can result in the searching of an Exodia piece. We can safely set this because it's used heavy already. GG. I would rematch him, but I want to keep the video kind of short. But you see how the deck plays. You just sit behind big dudes and skill drain and trap cards whilst... I mean, we didn't do much of it, but when the emitters die, search the Exodia pieces, Sangan the same. And if you end up losing that very basic kind of kill the other guy's monster form of Yu-Gi-Oh, just very basic attack points and battle phase focused, then over time you're adding another way to win to your hand. So it's even if you get too far behind in card advantage or just momentum, you can just surprise them with the Exodia win. So there you go. I'll probably be doing more videos on it, especially if I get a game where we actually pull off the Exodia win condition. I did do it earlier today, but wasn't recording, sadly. But yeah, highly recommend it. A lot of fun. Dark Factory is a good idea. It's not a bad idea to put it in this, just to prepare for what's it called? Delinquent Duo hitting your Exodia pieces. But I think with only Duo being the card to discard, it would be hard to make sure you get 2 pieces in there to be able to make sure you know, actually have 2 to target with this, I should say. Maybe you prefer Monster Reincarnation for that reason, but then you're discarding a card to get only 1 back. It's a -1. Yeah. So, just believe in the heart of the cards is my advice. Just draw it like you did it. And yeah, Virus in the side deck, when you side these guys in, there's just a lot of ways this deck can surprise you. The Cyberstein, yeah. So look forward to me uploading a video of that. Good luck.